This is a dedication. This this is a
Nagesta Fita mean love, peace and joy, y'all.
Took us away from Africa.
Not true.
Intention to steal our culture.
Backway, slave master.
Pass by and say,
Can't make it, y'all. Go where the brutality. Can't conquer night, y'all.
oh my brother,
What the man say? Yeah. That he rise and shine and the kids of the glory. Rise and shine and a Babylon fall. Rise and shine and the kids of the glory. Rise and shine and a Babylon fall. And that the dread and the bar. Said the natty dread won't stop. And that the dread and the bar. Said the natty dread won't come. And natty dread of the lion. And then him come from Mount Zion. Say a natty dread of the lion. Say the natty come from Mount Zion. Yeah. Back where with your brutality. And I don't want that, y'all. Everyone shall get paid according to his word when Jaja come, y'all. And everyone gotta stand up right for his right, y'all. So not to rise and shine and live the joy.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's 21st of May, 2023. We had a situation yesterday where we couldn't come to you live and direct as we always do at 2 o'clock on Saturdays.
Right.
But we felt that the message that we have out there is so cogent, so important that we had to get it out there. So we chose 24 hours later that we're here. And just to inform you of some of the developments in our beloved Antigua and Barbuda. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the studio with my right arm, Lionel Nedwell. Nedwell, take it away.
Hey, good afternoon to our listeners. Good to be here with you today. As my host has told you, we had some circumstances yesterday that,
Out of our control.
certainly out of our control. And but we know that we have to get this message out to you. So we decided that we will come to you today, and yeah, it's 24 hours later, and then give you the scoop of what's really going on in Antigua. Ladies and gentlemen, last week we played you a clip with the Prime Minister boasting of how he manipulated the last election and all that. And we would like some feedback on that, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like you to call in and give us your views on what you think of what's going on in Antigua. It's not a very nice situation, ladies and gentlemen. And we do hope that the people will decide to do something about what's really happening, and we take the necessary steps to get this thing under control. Antigua is not a nice place right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's not really too nice. I mentioned last week to my host how politics used to be in Antigua, the respect that people used to get from the old politicians, those older politicians. These new guys that come here, they just behave like it's their thing. It's their going on and they do what they feel like doing. It doesn't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. We are their employers. We are their employers. And the sooner we realize that, and the sooner we decide that's what it is, we will get all these matters that need to be fixed. So you just stay tuned with us, ladies and gentlemen, and we certainly will give you the scoop as to what's really going on in Antigua. There are other things that we do need to talk about. Our culture is being manipulated as well, and all these things. But you'll be hearing from us in detail later in the program as to what's really going on and what we need to do to fix what's going on. So you just stay tuned with us, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said, call in. And don't forget to subscribe as well, because, ladies and gentlemen, we are just moving to higher heights. We're not playing around. We are here so that Antigua can be fixed. And that's why we fight so hard to get this message out to you sooner than soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep on listening. And as I said, we will certainly give you the scoop as to what's really going on.
Yeah, Neddy, thanks for that, man.
Oh, sure.
I've got my phone outside.
Yeah, I realize that. Yeah, we'll dash back for that stuff.
Boy, setting up this podcast
Oh,
in the
yeah,
easy.
it's
There's
like
about
that. It's like
50
that.
things you need to do before you
So
go
many
live.
things, you know.
We get the 49 of them sort out. But
That's right, the
probably one of the
50th
most
is
one.
always the-
My phone for send out the link, send out the live, but forget them in the car.
That's how it
I'm
works.
just being honest with you. That's why Neddy had to cut the Neddy off for running the car. Forget me.
Yeah, that's right. So the sub set up.
Boy, if it's not
That
one
is
thing,
all right.
it's the next.
That's how it goes.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a busy week, very tied up, you know, and some personal things rose up where I had to raise some issues, you know, get some things sorted out. Circumstances were not as I would have liked, so we could not really deal with podcast yesterday. So we determined we had to come next Saturday on Sunday and just break it down to you guys as we saw it. Now, one of the things that we wanted to talk about, really, is that Carnival is a very important, historically, culturally,
That's right.
to Antiguans and Barbudans. And from what I know of Carnival, or what I was told, is that it was a celebration in the first week of August of the emancipation
Emancipation.
from
That's right.
slavery in 1834.
That's what they said.
That is what we were told, and that is what I believe is the whole story behind why the last week in July, first week in August, we had a celebration,
That's right.
because the majority of Antiguans and Barbudans are descendants of slaves, Africans. It came to me about Wednesday, and I'm in all my personal matters trying to sort things out, and somebody whispered in my ear, don't know who it was, don't know where, when. They have a white woman who is the coordinator, supervisor, carnivals, or whatever. Then I say, who white woman this? They're just dropping some English woman or something like that.
Yeah.
Then I see they say Lisa McCool. I said, Lisa McCool is a white person. I didn't know that. Is she white? Okay, you say so. I thought she's Semitic. But they don't even know. The person who says that didn't even know the difference.
No,
This is somebody I know, man. The McCools are cool people. They live up in Radio Range.
That's right.
My father's farmer constituency in the rural south. But the person raised the objection that this white woman is the coordinator, kind of supervisor, whatever the title is.
Well,
And, you know, they agree with Tanny Rose, because Tanny Rose saying that this shouldn't be a white woman. And they start to say, yeah, on the surface, what the hell going on in this place? Because from what I know of the Mughals, they are of a Syrian extract
That's true.
for the most part.
Most part.
And why would somebody that isn't black, African, and I don't even care if you're Obama or a couple of these people that are coming from Africa, they're different from us. They did not go through slavery. We went through.
Absolutely.
Obama comes from Kenya. He did not go through slavery. The West Coast Africans did.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter that you're a Syrian. It's not a matter that you are a black. It's the specific black.
Exactly.
Those who were the
Went
descendants
through.
of slaves.
That's right.
And if we are celebrating slavery, the end of emancipation, why should she be the one to organize
Oh,
the,
Carnival.
the African descendants of African slaves celebration? So you're kind of like, wait, what the hell are going on here? They can't serious? But over the weekend, you had mature reflection, and more so, Saturday passed, we weren't able to come on live, so you think about it and then you realize, but wait,
This thing is really all right.
this thing is about our history, our emancipation from slavery.
That's right.
But I'm speaking to the black descendants of Africans in Antigua, the majority in Antigua, who fought slavery. Our king court prince class died
That's
fighting
right.
slavery.
That's right.
And the descendants who on the Papa Bird stood up with Papa Bird
That's right.
and brought
Brought
us
it
over
to-
colonialism to
break the
independence. I'm
barriers.
speaking to you.
That's right. Break the barriers.
Don't be offended that Lisa McCool is the supervisory elections. You know why? Because we, as a sect, as a majority who fought for the independence, who, when you look at the flag of Antigua, the only ethnicity that is mentioned is African descent.
That's true.
Those were the only people that moved forward to fight the colonials, to fight the slave master.
Absolutely.
And form this independent nation, Antigua and Barbuda, on the 1st of November 1981. We have failed our ancestors. We have failed them.
Big time.
The
big
fact
time.
that there is a Syrian over or Syrian descendant over our carnival, our celebration, that is not a failure on Lisa McCool or on the Syrians
it's such a
or
joke.
the other part of our society, any other ethnic group.
That's
It's
true.
our failure. Because we don't have any respect for our ancestors.
Nope.
We don't have any respect for our history. We don't have any respect for our culture.
Culture.
If we did, that would not even been a thought
That would
that
never
somebody would
happen.
have even dared to do that. And that is what I just wanted to bring to your attention. That would not have even been a thought if we had looked about our history. Because they look about their history.
Oh yeah, big time.
Whether it is Syrian, whether it is white man, whether it's Indian man, whether it's Carib, whatever other ethnicities out there,
history comes first.
it could not have happened
Never.
in any other culture
Never.
or any other ethnic group, but for
Maybe,
ours.
Yeah.
And it's acceptable in Antigua and Barbuda. What do you have to say about that, Neddy?
Well, it's really out of hand there, how this thing has been, you know. We have no respect for our culture there. And this comes from the top. The top behaviors, if there is Antigua, you know, is not what it's supposed to be. And they just do what they feel like, they choose who they want to do, what they want to do. And, you know, it's really messy. It's really, really messy there. To have a different ethnic group over our carnival celebration, which we are talking about emancipation and all that good stuff that we came out of, it's totally out of hand. You know, it's unacceptable.
I hear you loud and clear.
And I cannot believe at this point in time that I'm agreeing with Tanny Rose. Oh God, help me, Father. Yes, I'm actually agreeing with Tanny Rose. She should not be over our cultural celebration in terms of she organizing this. What is there for her to she understand what this whole thing is all about? I don't think so. She never been through it, so she cannot understand it fully.
Well, I think what happened there saying is that she's a born Antiguan and that she's played mass in dynamics and whatever thing, and
Oh,
she
no,
does organize fetes and sort of other entertainment
Yeah.
gatherings and so on. So
Okay.
she's qualified to entertain us during
Not
during
talking
our
about-
our celebration for the emancipation of slavery.
Not talking about the qualification there.
You're not talking about what
no,
are you talking about?
We
Tell
are
me what you're
talking
talking about.
about the ethnicity.
Mhm.
She's from a different ethnic background. She did not go through what our forefathers go through to understand exactly what, why we have the celebration in terms of, and what it
Oh, you
came
think
out
so?
of.
But she is highly qualified as a party planner. And at the end of the day, Black Antiguans is our fault because all we look at our ancestors and genocide, attempted genocide, 200-300 years
that.
slavery and colonialism
Yeah.
is just a party at the end of the day.
Can you
So if it's a
imagine?
party we're having in for our emancipation, who better than a fete planner?
That's exactly what
Honestly,
it is.
honestly.
You
That
know,
is what the reality is of it, Nedwell.
Oh,
it is.
God.
It is. She's qualified to give us a party.
Well, if it's just a party, but it's not a party there.
Yeah.
This our carnival celebration comes out of something. You understand? Not just a party to say that we fit in. It's not like that. It came out of the emancipation and came out of all that. You cannot know. It's not just a simple party business.
So me and you disagreeing on this point.
Somewhat.
Because Nelly, the way I look at it, it's nobody else's fault, but
But
for the
ours.
Black African descent to allow this.
That's true.
Because if we had gone to Syria or any other country in the world and tell
You
them
could not.
that I am a party planner, a black party planner, and I want to go to Saudi Arabia and I want to plan the Hajj for y'all. I'm a Christian black man, and I want to plan the Hajj when y'all go around the circle and what your name again? Muhammad's birthplace and
That's
so on,
right.
going in the circle and holding them dead off and so. I want to plan it for y'all. You know what I do? Did a walk with my head one time.
Chop it off. One
It's
time
gone.
it drop right in your lap. Your head drop in the...
It's gone. Hey. Hello. Anybody there?
Hello.
We got a
Sound like a call came in, but
we got a call coming, but it look
yeah,
like,
I haven't heard anything.
yeah. Just keep an eye on that, man.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
keep
see
an
what-
eye on
what's
it
going
and
on
see
there.
what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just walk with your head one time.
Yeah,
That
you
would
better
never be
believe
allowed.
that. You better
because
believe that.
These people have respect for their history,
And
their culture, their religions.
That's right.
Black Antiguan of descendant from African slaves. We just want a party.
That's
right?
right.
So majority rule.
Oh, yeah.
If that is what the majority of the descendants of Africans in Antigua want,
Is defending.
who am I to not allow you to go ahead with the party? Whether it's a black party planner or Syrian or Chinese or
Okay.
whatever ethnicity.
Yeah.
Because there's no culture there. We have a Kentucky Fried Chicken culture.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
oh, yeah. Big
who
time.
kind of disagree with me? What am I saying? Am I lying on the Antiguans? Am I saying something that isn't correct? It is a Kentucky Fried Chicken culture.
It is. It is real. It is. No matter how I try to.
It's
It
it's
is.
sad, but that is the reality.
It sure
sad,
is.
but reality. Go ahead, Nelly. Let me hear you.
Yeah, but still, all in all, I just cannot understand that. I cannot understand that we have lost it in such a way that we will do something like that to our culture. Our culture is sacred. It is us. It's something that we brought to this point over the years. And then for you to just totally disrespect our culture and decide that you can do anything, as my host just told you, you couldn't go up in Saudi Arabia and behave and then go on like how you're part of that, because they know that it's their culture. And you could not be able to go there and decide that you are going to be the organizer of any of that jihad, whatever they're dealing with. It's not none of that stuff there. Everybody protects their
I'm
culture.
listening to you,
Every group,
but I'm not agreeing with you.
I realize that, but every group have their culture there. The group have their culture, and that is something to be protected. You understand? And
It's,
Yeah.
it's something to be protected, something to pass on to another generation.
to
But
another generation. Yes,
what
I
we are
was
passing
searching
on
for
is a
it.
party culture.
Yeah.
That is
it's
what
all-
it is. It's a party culture.
it's
I
all
am
party.
not one to go tell Antiguan people, if I don't want that, I don't want for a party. Who am I? I am just one vote, one of the descendants of Africans, predominantly descendant of an African, out of thousands, tens of thousands in Antigua and Barbuda.
Yeah, we love
I
party.
will stand up and say it is wrong, the position you're taking. But you have to be very touchy with these young people, Them they don't want to listen to anything you have to say, Them they very, very particular. Say, but why you have to? Well, that's the one we want.
Yeah, exactly.
Who do you think you are? Let me see.
Well, it's one of those things, see. And I just do hope that Antigua people will come to some sort of realization that your culture is something that needs to be protected. But you see, another thing too, is that we have so much influx of different groups coming into Antigua right now. It's a bunch of different...
Hello? Hello? I heard a voice just a while ago.
Yeah, I heard something, but I'm wondering...
I don't know if you can hear me there.
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear. Who is this?
I am not hearing nothing.
You're not hearing us?
Get in here.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, no, that's what he says. He's not hearing nothing. Yes, I can hear you, but I
What's
didn't
going on?
know you're not getting anything.
Hello? Hey, call us back again. Let's see if we can call us back.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, we're hearing you, man. We're hearing you.
We heard you, but I don't know why you're not hearing us. Hello? Can you hear us now?
No, I just cut it off. Let him call us back.
All right.
If you, call if you could just call us back. Maybe there's some
Yeah,
some
there's
glitch in the system.
I think there's a glitch somewhere if you're not hearing us at all because
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
sounding quite perfect inside here. So I don't know what the problem is. Yeah. So as I said, it's awful. It's not a nice thing to degrade our culture like that. This is our culture. This is something that we fought for over the
Well,
years.
the fight
This
is over, and people want the party now. They have
Yeah.
they have fought their way to independence, and they want to celebrate it
The fight is over.
forever and ever and ever. Amen.
Oh boy, the fight is over.
No, the fight ain't over, but
is
to some of us, they think it's
yeah,
over.
they believe it's they believe
Because
it's
you
over.
attain independence, you don't have to do
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we need to do something about this thing. We need to get serious here. We need to hold our politicians accountable for whatever goes on in Antigua, and we're not doing that. We, as I said, we are their employers,
Yeah.
and they need to follow, the direction of the people, where the people are going. But it seems, as you said, the people love party. The younger folks, they
do.
They love the party business, and
That they do.
that's exactly what's going on.
And
there.
that is the sad thing.
Extremely.
But no, my position, and I'll state it again for those who just tuned in or didn't realize what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
We are on.
Mhm.
Really? Stop.
Yeah, it's up again.
Stop. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh boy.
Hey, I'm hearing you. I don't know why you aren't hearing us.
I can see y'all picking up, but I still can't hear anything.
You still cannot hear nothing, huh? I'm wondering what that glitch is. It's a sort of a glitch somewhere along the line. I don't know.
No, you don't hear us up to now?
I'm just barely hearing you. Barely.
You're here barely.
Yeah. All right.
Any better?
Yeah, just a little bit better now.
Okay.
Okay, we'll try to adjust it and then see what we can do so that you can hear.
You can
us.
hear me? You can hear me?
Hey, we hearing you 100%, man.
Clearly.
Boy, you like you in the studio.
Clearly. We are hearing you clearly.
Yeah, you can hear me clearly, but I'm barely hearing you.
I
But,
hear.
I don't know why that is.
but anyway, I was listening on the program a while ago, and
Yeah. Mhm.
fair enough, I heard you was talking about carnival,
Yeah.
our culture,
Our cultural.
and a white woman. But I heard you ask Nedwell what his take on that, and I heard what Nedwell have to say.
Yeah.
But this is what I have to say.
Yeah, we want to hear what you have to say.
This is my views on that. Right now in Antigua,
Yeah.
everything is given away to every other culture.
Except the black
Our
descendants.
port is an Indian running.
Mhm.
Our custom is as a port and custom is an Indian running. So now, why should not carnival?
And
Now,
that-
my point on carnival now, everything been taken away from carnival for years, and we've been talking about it for years. Everything been taken away from carnival, the culture.
Right.
Now we don't even make costume here anymore. We buy everything from Trinidad.
Right.
Can you
Everything we
imagine?
bought from Trinidad, everything, costume, we buy them already made.
Right.
So these costumes that we have here, that people see on the road, and people think is Antiguan costume, they're not. They're
Right.
Trinidad costume.
Mhm.
Only people who make costume really truly keep the culture in Antigua. Is Ali
Yeah.
Associates, Wanga,
Wati.
who's Revelers, and Calvinist,
Yes, I remember.
Calvin Southwell. They're the really only one that really keep the culture and make the costume here in Antigua.
Yeah.
But the rest of the band in Antigua, everything is from Trinidad. So Antigua really don't have a culture anymore. They lost it. They've
Thank
been
you.
lost it for years now.
Thank
That
you.
that is what I've been saying to
Thank
Nedwell.
you.
And that is what me tell you. The son done while. Let me tell you a little history. The first, do you know who the winner, which Mars Troop won the first carnival in Antigua and Barbuda?
Uh-huh.
Do you know who won it?
Probably don't. What? I don't.
Cowboys. Cowboys won it. There was the Cowboys. The second one was the Project of Siena. And that Mars Troop was headed by Veerbird Jr. Yeah, my dad was into carnival big time, man. He went up he went the first time, lost, but the second time around he won it. You there with us, Andy?
I'm there, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. So it's something that, People associate the birds with politics and probably law, but he played his part in Carnival before he went away to study law. As a young man in 57, he was about, let me see, he was born 36, so he was about 21 years old.
Yeah, that's right. So,
21 years old, he played his part in the first carnivals before he went away and studied another 6-7 years after that,
Oh,
you know.
That's right.
Went into cricket and so on. But I'm saying to you, Andy, and you're hearing me, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you clearly.
Okay, good. Well, the sun kicking. Maybe he had to warm up for you, Andy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying, Andy, that I've seen so much damage to our culture, and it's not when they want to deprive people of their culture, and in order to rule them, right? You don't do it one time and tell you no carnival or you're not going to be in charge. They do it subtly.
Of course.
Let me tell you one of the big problems I have with our culture and our people. We are talking about a national dress that is from India.
India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who stood up and said something?
Nobody.
Where were the politicians looking about our interests as black people? He looked closer at Kente Cloth, so they say, okay, this must be the Kente Cloth. They didn't even know the damn difference.
Well, Veer, I'm going to say this to you.
Yeah.
And you know this better than I do.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Today, at this day and age where we are, there's no more culture. Because everybody has our culture now, and we have somebody else's culture. Because
That's right.
now
The influx.
everything been taken away. Now, us growing up as young men, we was growing up as young men. Okay, and we remember our carnival.
Oh, yeah.
We never hear about all these fetes, all these different things and artists coming from this place and keeping
None of
all
that.
these fetes here and all the money leaving and going other places.
Yeah.
And we never heard about this. This was never possible.
Yeah,
Now,
gotcha.
every year, the tickets for all these fetes keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. The fest leave from $100 to $500 VIP. Now you got $700 VIP.
$800 and so, boss. When me hear about them figures and so, right? Me
Anything can
even.
go
You
some.
see, Carnival
No,
became.
I heard about $800.
Anything can be so ridiculous.
I heard about $800 last year, and then me
Yeah.
tell you, and I ask you, tell you, boss.
Oh,
And I didn't know. Ned, you know me, since we started to hang out.
That's
You know
right.
that I'm never here for a carnival.
Right.
I leave
You- right,
Antigua.
you-
Me cannot
right.
have time for them,
You
them
travel out.
nonsense. There's no culture involved in that.
No,
Exactly,
no
the
culture
culture are
involved.
gone there. The culture
It's
is
about
gone.
having a good time. How can what call it again?
Wet
T-shirt mask.
Yeah, I
What?
know all that.
What's a T-shirt mask?
I don't know what
Yeah,
is that.
you know
Part of
what?
culture.
You know what it is, Veer? I'm going to say this to you. The problem is that now it becomes a business. It's
Yeah.
no longer a culture.
Money, profits
yeah.
come into the thing. It's not done
Yeah,
for the
it
love of your
becomes a
culture.
business. And there's big money involved.
Yeah.
God.
Now, it's no longer about the culture and what we are trying to emancipate ourselves anymore.
And what are we trying to hold on to?
As you said, I listened to you said something a while ago, and I totally in agreement with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer about no culture. So right now, why not the white woman? Because she's a party planner. Everything now is a party. It's
That
about
is
the party
it.
vibe. It's no longer about culture and
you
carnival.
heard, and you heard what
so
I
she
said.
has the right to be there.
And you heard what I said before that, right? If
Yes,
it had
I heard
been
you.
going around Mecca, around a black man, a black Christian said he wanted call the Saudis up and say, hey, you guys, I was born in Nigeria, which is a Muslim country. They have a large Muslim gathering population. Part of the population is Muslim. Therefore, I'd like to plan your all Hajj, right? But I'm a Christian. And
know what will happen,
Don't we give
right?
somebody a job? Don't we give somebody a job in an election day? Didn't we give somebody a job?
yeah,
They don't behave like that.
To look at the needs of Antiguans and Barbuda.
They don't behave like that.
that's
Andy.
not that important. That's not that important,
They
you know.
don't behave like that. Andy.
Yeah.
They go on like say it's their thing. Antigua belong to them. Antigua belong to me.
Antigua is in the real place, boss.
Yeah,
Antigua in the
yeah.
real. Something gone wrong. But
Okay, let me say this. Let me say this, Veer. You're a traveler,
yeah,
just as well as I am a traveler. Nedwell is a traveler.
yeah,
I've been to many countries, and when I see they have their celebration, I never see no other culture no other culture.
Penetrated.
inside the
What you mean?
culture
What you mean to
celebration.
say in
Like
your
in China,
travels?
we have the Chinese
You're
taking
saying
part in our carnival.
what you're
We
saying,
have-
Andy, that when you go to these other places and you visit and they have their celebrations,
Celebration, yeah.
you never see any black people planning it for the white people or the Syrians
No,
or the
no.
Chinese or
Never
the Indians.
happened.
What?
That happened.
What?
Never
Are
happened.
you sure? You sure you're not colorblind?
Never happened. Yeah.
No,
Never,
no, 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 no,
It
no.
can't happen.
Listen, all me know, if I'm black man, me go and ask them people in Mecca, them Saudi Arabians, they want for planet, they should just walk with your head one time.
Yeah, that's about
Ready?
it, man.
You
Go
just-
ahead, go, you penetrate. You
and
come-
you just say your neck hurt you, and then all you see your head in your hand.
No, serious. They're not playing with their culture here. They're not
They
playing with
don't
their
have
culture.
time. They don't have time for that.
Antigua
They don't
is
have time
the
for that.
only place that will play with their culture. You bring in all these people, the cultural mix, and you're not holding on to what we really have. Our ancestors must be. Oh
Eddie,
God, yeah,
I
buddy.
heard you said you're totally in agreement with Tony Rose.
Yeah,
I too is totally in agreement with Tony Rose too.
can you imagine?
There's no
Can you imagine? You know?
Syrian. I don't care what they're going to tell me. I cannot buy it. I cannot see it.
No, it cannot be
There's
sold
no
to me.
Syrian, no Trinidadian, no
Nobody
outsider
else different
as
than an Antiguan.
supposed to be ahead of our carnival. Nothing.
That's exactly
She
what
is
it's
a
done.
born
I don't
Antiguan.
care.
And it's a multi-ethnic society, guys.
Yeah, but
But you say you're organizing a part of our
Uh-huh.
history, which is based just on African slaves.
black history, not because she's
But
some.
the question is, do she have the question ever asked to her, what is she planning? What is she doing? Because of this is not just affecting where somebody put on a costume and go to the street and dance.
Not at
this
all.
is about our emancipation
Purpose.
from slavery, from
It's-
total genocide and mass democide that we went
That's
through
right.
as black people.
From a
We are
purpose.
celebrating our freedom from people of that color.
Well,
Oh, please don't speak
she's
like
not,
that.
She's not white. She is Syrian or Syrian extract, majority Syrian.
Hey, listen.
Well, she only
there,
looks that way.
There.
Yeah, yeah. Talk to me.
Listen to me. And you know this. Because I had my time to serve, and I served in these countries up there.
Yeah.
These people does not consider themselves black. So if you don't consider yourself black, you have to be white.
You're right.
Okay then. Thank you so much.
That's America, but this is Antigua.
Okay?
Yeah, one drop of black in your system, you're a black man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So I don't care what she's going to tell me. From her hair is not like mine, or her skin is not like mine.
She's not one of us.
black.
You better watch the call you racist now.
Well, if
No
they
way,
want
they
to
can't call
do,
me a racist.
Call
Because
me
I'm only
racist.
going from what they said to me. I have proof of what they said to me when I'm serving, when I have to pass through their country. They do not see me as
as
a brother.
that's
Yeah.
right,
They see me as something else.
something different.
You
That's
understand
right.
me? They see me as a black man. They see me as a slave. They didn't just talk to me. You see, only in Antigua they will talk to us like we are one. But outside of here, when we step into their borders, is a different treatment.
It is.
Got you.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a
It
different
is.
treatment.
Of course.
Then, well,
it
you
is.
know this because
Of
you
course.
have served too.
Yes,
and you
yes.
have been through these places.
Yes,
just
yes,
like I
yes,
have.
yes.
And you know,
Yeah.
it's just unbelievable how we open our doors, Antigans. We just open our doors and open our homes and open our
Our hearts
culture
and
to
our
everybody.
culture and anybody can abuse it. I mean, they have another white lady who is over we call it Sailing Week too,
Yeah.
which it wasn't really the Africans that started, but I mean, the locals. It was really started by the yachting club and them that sort of class and so
Yeah,
on.
but it's Antigua thing.
But it's now an independent country.
That's right.
So everybody that comes here can manage our affairs for us.
Absolute. This is
That
what's
is why.
happening.
So Angie, the way I see it, right?
Ah,
The majority and the black Antiguans want to be slaves. And if not, they have the shackles on their hand or they have the shackles on their bank accounts. Right? They have the shackle on their wallets.
Somewhere.
You
around
understand?
there, yeah.
Somebody else comes into our country and makes a profit. She's making a good salary on planning celebration for our ancestors being free.
Can you imagine?
But she cannot identify with being a slave.
No,
And
she
maybe,
can't identify
maybe
with
if I tell she put some bull butt punchy. whip she for like 20 minutes.
Your fish will understand what bullbud is.
Maybe I whip you for 20 minutes. Then she can say,
Look.
I can understand where they're
Yes,
coming
this
from
is
now.
where they came from. This is really where they came
I mean,
from.
listen, me personally, right? If
And-
somebody had asked me that to go and take part in their celebration from Mecca, I would stand up and say, no,
No,
thank
it
you
couldn't
for
be.
the honor, but I think I would decline.
You have to.
But this is Antigua. They don't have them sort of humility.
No, none of that.
They don't have it. And I'm not even going to ask you for them because it's not her fault. And the black piggy-head people like me, so all of us have
I am
failed.
not blaming her. As
Yeah,
I said-
I'm
as
not
I
blaming
said
her.
to you,
I'm not blaming her
yeah,
at all.
I am not blaming her. I could never blame her. Because
Right.
she could not just step up there and give herself that
And do,
position.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming her.
I'm blaming one
But
of us.
As me, as a person, I would, you know what I would have done as a person like that?
Yeah.
I
Well,
would have said to them straight up, you know what? I don't even understand what y'all asking me to do.
And I don't think I'm the best person. For that
I
job.
don't think I am the best person
For
for
that job.
this particular part
right.
here.
Party.
There's too many blacks
Yeah.
here. There's too many native. I would say use the word blacks. I would say there's too many native Antiguans here that could have filled that gap.
What about
Much better.
what about Gavin
Better
Christopher?
candidate For that job.
What about Gavin Christopher? How come he can't be given that honor to
No.
plan for our celebrations?
Right, for some particular
Well,
reason.
You know
you
Marcus
don't know the
Christopher's
sub
son?
setup.
The one that does play with the band is the band?
You know the sub setup.
Help me in them.
That's why just playing devil adequate here, right? But listen, man, something to right. Something is not right in this
Well,
country.
there's some sort of benefit going to the fellas at the top.
Mm.
Believe me, if
As
they
I
did
said,
that,
you don't know
there's
the
some
sub setup.
benefit. Ah.
Nothing. Listen, in Antigua, when you see a big smoke, just expect one big fire.
That's what it is. Hey, buddy boy, it's sickening. It's really sickening, and you know it's not a nice thing for us to be going through at this point in time.
But
Yeah.
you know, my problem. The whole week I've been asking the same question.
What's that?
On election day,
Mm-hmm.
didn't we give a couple of men jobs?
True.
We gave them the job, you know. They didn't give themselves the job.
Who is over culture right now? I can't remember. It's Daryl Matthew?
Yes, I think so.
I think it's Daryl Matthew, you know.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Is it?
No wonder it went that way.
No, you remember
Right.
you remember he took over both time, man. I know he had education. He had culture and sports, I think, but then he went to he was doing education both time,
You know, I
man.
think so because on the launch, and one night, I think it's him, you know, because the night of the launch that we launched, I saw him there.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
him at the
yeah.
launch. the other night.
Yeah,
I saw him at the
believe
launch.
it's him.
Mo-
I
most
believe
like most likely it is him, man. It's
Yeah.
most likely it is him.
Yeah, I saw him at the launch. I saw him at the launch. I
Yeah.
didn't see him at the launch.
It's,
And I see
oh,
some
gosh.
people talking to him, and I see a couple of officials went to him and talked to him. But as I said, Via, the problem is
Yeah.
we have opened a door that is going to be very hard to close.
Yeah, well, that is obvious.
You
The
know,
floodgates
it's
have
going to be really
opened.
hard to close.
Probably
Because
won't be able to close it.
Until we step away from somebody else's culture
Mm-hmm.
and come back to our own, we're going to have a serious problem in this country.
But what
And the
you
problem is already there.
what you just said, step away from somebody else's culture. I put up a post last week, right? That they said they had a farmers only fete, right, Andy?
Yeah, I know about the farmers only.
They had a farmers only fete. But the majority of the black people I see they went dressed as cowboys.
What a thing.
You're laughing. You're laughing. The majority of the people went dressed as
I saw
cowboys.
it too.
Hey,
Listen,
imagine.
I saw it. I
And you-
saw the
listen,
young men and the young women.
they're
just
dressed as
like
freaking-
they're from Texas.
But they're just like John Wayne and Clint Eastwood
imagine
and
that's so
Rory
good.
Calhoun
Farmers.
and Audie Murphy. What kind of
the
farm
question is-
bullets? A dead bodies. Them
Hold on. Do they know what farmers only mean? Do they know what farmers mean?
No.
A farmer is a man who wear coverall and plant food, you know.
A man, a
understand?
farmer, farmer brown,
Farmer
big
brown.
black boots
Yes.
and so go
We
over.
never seen a cowboy, man. We never seen a man with a cowboy.
You know that
hat and
But no plantation.
The pointy
and
boots.
two gun belt for the side. You never see
Oh,
a
help us, Father.
A plant squash.
Let me tell you, man. This is so sick.
Listen, the situation, I send the report and then
So-
people start
so
to
now
hammer me.
You understand what I am saying here.
Yeah.
We open the door that
Yep.
is going to be very hard to close.
Probably can't close it again.
Boy,
And you see, as I said, there's big money involved in this thing right now.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
longer $100, $50 fete.
Mm-hmm.
The cheapest fete you're going to get to go
Maybe
has
a
to
five.
be in the local part of the fete where you're going to be has no free drinks coming to you is going to
500.
cost about $200.
Huh?
no man, 250 at least, man. Come on.
More than that?
We're gonna do it
I mean,
$200.
eh?
Man, fat plan so now we get out of bed for go work.
Yeah, with a $200.
$200.
Well, Manala, I ever tell you, well, here what?
Look.
They really mean what they say. Carnival is no longer for, well, as I said, I'm
Carnival
gonna say
is
this.
no longer for the descendants of Africans. We can't afford it.
No, it's no longer.
No.
Carnival became the elite business for the elite.
Yeah,
And the
they
people
make the
want-
profit. Yeah. I will go. Put it like this: the descendants of Africa go pit like in the Deluxe.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
now go in the.
No, can manage
Especially-
house
Because,
and
right
balcony.
now, costume, right now, the cheapest costume for somebody for getting at $1,200, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cheapest costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how the summer one right now.
That's the
It's
cheapest
just-
one.
It's all about
That's the
dollars.
cheapest one.
Yeah.
And you're talking about $2,500 and $3,500 go up there,
Can
going
you
up the line
imagine?
there.
Eh? It's
And
not,
so you realize right now, Carnival is for the elite. It's no longer for the average
No, the
Antiguan to go
ordinary
and
man.
celebrate their
Nope.
emancipation.
nope, not the ordinary man anymore.
Let me tell
He's
No,
you.
been left out.
done. That's
see,
out of the question.
I
He's left
I
out.
saw a problem when we start to adopt a national dress that is really based on an Indian dress
Yeah,
code,
yeah.
right?
Remember that.
I see a problem
So, my
overall.
brother, as I said, it's only your voice, my voice, Nedwell voice, and the rest of the people who are willing to come forth and talk. Unless the people don't talk, me, you, and Nedwell alone can't do it.
No, that
Other
is
people
true.
have to come up and talk.
That is why I said at the end of the day, if the majority of the descendants of Africa find that a Syrian woman is planning their festivities to really celebrate the genocide of their ancestors, because no Syrian or no Arab or nobody from the Middle East would have a black man go into Mecca to plan their Hajj or their celebration,
No way.
Or their
Ramadan, or the Eid.
Okay,
It
I
not
gotta say
happen. It not gonna
I gotta say
happen.
this. Did you know a black man? I don't know if you saw it. If I get it, I'm going to see the guy have it and I'm going to send it to Nedwell so Nedwell can send it to you.
Yeah.
A black man went into Mecca this year. Here, a black guy.
Yeah.
He went into Mecca. You understand?
Oh, we didn't come
They
out?
say that they claim he's a non-Muslim. Hear what they say now? Mecca is for only Muslim. It's for only Muslim. And
Right.
this guy went into Mecca. And you know they arrest him?
Of course.
Yeah, because
No,
you're
he's not
Christian
a
man
Muslim.
over there.
He's not a Muslim.
And somebody wants to go and see what's going on and maybe they want to take a part in the religion. And you arrest the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, this is just clear to what you're saying.
Yeah.
You
It's just very
cannot
clear
That's
that
right.
these people does not play
with their culture.
whatever they're doing.
Their culture, their religion, their ethnicity.
So,
it's another
It's
world
where
over
we
there.
No, this is not about a religion thing with us, Carnival. This is our blood. Our blood has
Ancestors.
been spilled.
That's right.
We are celebrating that. So this is why I said that I am totally agreeing with you, Tony Rose, and Nedwell. I'm totally in agreement with you. And anybody else out there who agreeing with us, they should come and speak upon it, because we have to see that these people don't have a clue about us. They don't know what we went through. They don't know the pain and the ache.
They
that
were
we
not
went through.
around for that. They were not. They were not in
idea.
Antigua for that.
No
so
idea,
if
Andy,
if
for
the
real.
Syrians and the Lebanese were not here for that,
How is
you
it
feel
possible?
that you need to go have a party for our emancipation?
Planned
It
by
makes
one of
no
them.
sense whatsoever. But I am of a dissenting. Me personally, I don't like it. But the majority Antigua and Barbuda, they don't even know the difference between a farmer and a cowboy, Andy. You see the intellect we are
We're
working
playing
with.
That's right.
When you want to move forward as a soldier and fight for your country, listen to the people that you are fighting for don't know the difference between a farmer and a cowboy. One person actually was stubborn and actually put up a picture saying this is a farmer and is a black man. And the man had his Stetson and his Western hat, and the man had lasso in his hand. So I tell you, but that's a
farmer.
cowboy. Maybe okay, well it's a livestock farmer if you want to negotiate. And then the woman said,
Our rodeo.
then
He went to a rodeo,
the
man.
woman,
He went to a farm, he went to a rodeo.
the person then said, "Oh, and I did my research, and the first farmers in America were black people." Which I gal,
Yes, they
a
was.
slave.
They was.
They were slaves. They're getting their ass whooped.
Oh, you
They
mean?
was certainly was.
Oh,
because
you mean?
No.
I had to do my class in UVM. When I went to UVM,
Yeah.
did my course, I had to know a lot of things, and that's one of the main things that I had to know about the blacks in America.
America,
I had
that's
to know
right.
about everything. And you know what they did to the black farmers in Mississippi? They actually, you know that they actually use them. The same farmers that they use them in the Tuskegee experiment. You know that, right?
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I know them farmers you're talking about. They weren't doing that
Yeah,
out of the love of
the
farming.
same black farmers you're talking about, they use them in the Tuskegee experiment.
They were being
with syphilis disease. Yeah. Those were the black farmers in the South.
That's
and they
right.
did that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Right there.
that's why I said I don't think these black I don't think we around here in the Caribbean here are very aware
We are
of
not
the
aware,
culture that we're taking up and the things that we're trying to celebrate
Andy. We are not
into
aware
our
of
culture.
anything.
We incorporate into our culture. I don't really think that we know what we're doing, you know. We think we're just
We
looking
don't.
at something because it sounds good or it might be
sound.
party vibes and we want
Yeah,
to
it
dress
sound
like
or
this.
how.
No.
Sound or how. Yes, and you're right. You're absolutely correct. You know,
know,
they're not aware of anything.
It's not cool. It might seem cool to them, but it's not cool because we are actually disrespecting our ancestors,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
they're not. No, people are not seeing it like that.
It's a damn shame. I tell you what that is. That's just a
Certainly.
damn low down
Certainly.
shame.
You know,
That
people
this
need to change
thing
their
should
attitude,
never
man.
even be
Get to this point.
to
yeah.
get to this point. People should not even think like that. That you can organize something that has nothing to do with you. The only connection that you have is that you're born on the same island where 200 years ago people were dying and being whipped and being enslaved. So you feel because you played mass in dynamics and put on some skimpy and jump up in the street drinking some rum,
You're supposed to be
that you qualify for that.
To be in
That is
charge.
not her fault.
to be in charge.
I blame every descendant of an African in Antigua and Barbuda
To a
who
law.
went through the passage, the middle passage. Anybody
right.
that
Well-
you fail your ancestry.
Well, we have to listen to me now.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Remember in Antigua here, we had a set of men who we give a job that some of them you can't just talk to them, you know. They're above speaking to.
Yeah, they're above that, man. They're above that. You
You know, they're above speaking to.
Yeah.
And when you voice your opinion, to them, and you let them know, and you cannot call in a certain radio station and say certain things. You cannot call in and say certain things because certain people don't want to hear you. They hang up their phone on you. They're quick to shun you off
That's
Yeah.
right.
because they don't want to hear this.
That's
You know,
true.
that's why we said we need more people like you who are radical, who are willing to do what
To
must be
stand
done.
up for what is right.
You understand
Boy,
me?
the same people that don't know a difference between a farmer and a cowboy will denounce me. You understand what I'm talking about? These people, when I told the woman my post that there's a difference between a farmer and a cowboy. Listen, the sad part is not only that they didn't know they dress like a cowboy, but you live in a country, you're not in the Midwest. Some of them probably never went to the west coast of America. How you know what a cowboy? I've never been to the west coast of America myself.
To-
Here,
to be
so
wearing
I
some-
see the same movies, right?
That
But-
day, sir.
You live in a country, Antigua, and you don't know what a farmer in Antigua look like. They're not even comparing it to a farmer in Antigua, you know. They're comparing it to something else. So they're completely lost. That generation is lost. They in movie land. You understand? They cannot even say farmers only, so therefore a farm. How does a farmer in Antigua dress? They don't go under the Midwest and West of the United States of America.
Pick up co.
You have to laugh because it's so sad.
Yeah,
it shows the mentality of our people. But there are a fair amount of them that are amongst them that are still virulent that this is how farmers dress. You understand? So what I'm saying, yes, you can stand up there and you can fight, but the people you're fighting for, they deserve to be slaves. They deserve to. What their forefathers came out of, Papa Bird wasted his time on them. They don't deserve any freedoms. Those are, what you call them again? Hewers of wood and, hewers wood and carriers of water.
That's right.
That's what they are. That is what their generations are going to be known for. Because they don't know any better, and even these are supposedly educated people who are going through at least a secondary education by law. They're required to get that. And they don't know the difference between a farmer and a cowboy.
I don't think nobody can help this generation.
That's what me say. So me don't shut up shop. Me say go ahead.
You take off. You don't take off. You gone.
Me not join them because I'm not an ass. And none of my children, if I find them outside, they're just like a cowboy at a farmer's only.
The people who knows there and the people who are willing to listen.
Yeah.
And you have to teach your children and the ones that are willing to listen so they can teach their children.
Better than this nonsense.
So you don't have you see the ones
but we are outnumbered.
Yeah.
You see the ones right now. I'm going to tell you something. They have a group, a set of people in Antigua. Right now, Antigua divided in sections. And they have a section who they're just for party.
Yeah.
Now why hear nothing? Just tell them which part of the party they.
And they're there.
And how much more, they're telling the cast and find them in the direction.
That's right.
They're the cost no matter how much. They'll be there.
No, the cost no matter. Just tell them how much it costs and show them the direction of the party.
And they're there.
And tell them how they have to dress like an ass.
All roads lead to the next bed.
And they got.
Look, Andy, but question for you, Andy. You think this thing can ever change? You think we can change the mentality of some of those people?
Neddy, I'm going to say this to you. And, you've been down that road. I've been down that road.
Very much so.
We have been down that road, okay? Let me tell you something. When you have a generation that is lost, totally lost, there's no coming back.
Yeah.
Because they cannot see anything else but what is in front of them. So they're totally lost.
Yeah, I am in agreement.
This young generation of people here, they're destined to fail.
Have no
understanding. I'm sorry to say like that, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
They're destined to fail.
I fully agree with your sentiments.
They don't have no moral values
and
anymore.
Understanding. They can't they don't understand nothing.
Yeah.
Family values, values for country, value for self, pride of being an Antiguan is all gone. If you notice right now, you meet an Antiguan, and you said, what's going on, my brother? Wagwan, brother. No, you gonna me talk to you as an Antiguan, you gonna a whole different another ethnic.
Dialect, galang. Uno na understand what me say. I said, wait. That's how it evolved. Me hear that, and then you see some young man with the pants halfway down the bottom, show up the hands and the foot alone, and the roach in the mouth hang off, and then wooga some Jamaican son. I didn't even know what they were saying. You understand? Me say wait.
Look,
well, he didn't learn that in Sunday school.
He certainly did. But yeah.
So you
first farm, primary school, kindergarten, secondary school. You hear them, you see them walk up and down. I just go up on the when I go rural South Area campaign. Man, I walk down there with some vibes cartel.
You don't know who's an Antiguan now. You don't know who's a native Antiguan anymore.
No. Hey, all of that, Andy, was if you want to rule people, take away their culture, take away their history. Because without that, they are more amenable to say, we don't have a past, so we just have to live with the present.
That's right.
But if you knew the history of Antigua and Barbuda, where besides Toussaint Louverture, who fought for the island of Hispaniola
That's right.
and beat the colonial masters and the slave masters off the island, it is only Antigua in the West Indies. We did not beat them by gun, but we politically maneuvered and purchased our lands.
That's right.
None of the other islands outside of Haiti and Antigua say that the black people own this land. You understand? They got their independence, but the majority of the land is still owned by the colonial masters.
Crown.
It
That's
is
right.
only Haiti,
Only Crown.
Hispaniola, Toussaint Louverture, and Antigua and Barbuda on the Via Corner Bird Senior that we can say this rock is ours.
Ours. We purchased
You
it
see,
or we
and
fought
you
for
see,
it.
And now, you see, this is why I have a problem, and I have a big problem.
Yeah.
Because to say that this man did so much to make our life easy and happy,
Yeah.
and now
They bring
we're
it to
losing
this.
everything to somebody else now. Because
Yeah.
right now,
We bring it to
half
this.
Antigua belongs to somebody else.
We brought it to
When
this.
the CIP came in, both organizations, both political parties, ALP, UPP, were agreeing. They all agreed to it. They cannot have a CIP if the main opposition says no. When we get in there, we're going to stop it because people won't purchase their passports.
That's right.
Listen, even those who have it, we're going to reduce what status you have as a citizen of
terms
Antigua.
That's right.
They're giving them full
Carte
carte
blanche.
blanche.
Yeah,
What I am born into, they have because they paid for it.
Can
Right?
you imagine?
So you say, oh, Via, if you want to win at the polls, join UPP, and then you can get in there in Warsaw as a representative.
With
Make
the what?
yourself for me conscience in the bullshit that they did. Huh? It don't work like that. I will stay with true labor to my last heartbeat and my last breath.
That's right.
Well,
Wherever the chips fall, it just damn well fall. But my consciousness is separate. Yeah.
I'm with you with that. I'm with you with that. I will stand up with you with that 100%. I'm going to stand up with you with that because I am Antiguan first before anything else.
Anything else.
Anything else.
Period.
That's right.
Full stop. That's
And
how
then-
we
then
roll.
You know that. You know how I feel. I am Antiguan before I'm anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
I have my US papers, and I tell you, I'm sure you hear me tell every day. I will throw that from them any day. I will give them that. That means nothing to me. What means something to me is this piece of rock that everybody
That's
fighting
right.
for.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
It is worth fighting for. No, let me say that, I'm discouraged by the young people, but I will still fight no matter what.
Oh yeah.
I'm not backing up, but I'm just saying, when you say we're going to fight, who we fighting with? They don't know the difference between a
Are we
farmer and a
fighting
cowboy.
for? Are we fighting for?
And even if we give it, we fight, we win, and we give it to them, what are they going to do? Give it away?
Yeah. Well, you see
Well-
what's happening.
Well, your grandfather is an example, right? Your
Yeah,
grandfather
of
is an
what-
example.
of
He
what they
fought
do.
for it, and what we're doing now, and we're giving it away.
Giving it away.
Or have already given it away.
Yeah.
So you see, now we're going to fight now, and later on, the little that's left back, we're going to give it away again.
Again.
Oh, you
again.
better believe that. You better believe until nothing's
It's a
left.
Saturday. But you know what? Even the pessimism that what they're going to do, or that we're going to fight for, we are successful in our struggles. And I blink an eye, we keep fighting, no matter what. Somebody got to hear us. That's why we had this podcast, because the way we talk today, candidly, you're not getting that on Observer. You're not getting that on
No.
CDK.
They're
You're not
entertaining
getting that on
They are
what the one
not
what Gaston son called the one down in the point of
something,
whatever nonsense. Yeah.
something.
No. Hey, listen to me. As I just told you, you see, people need a station.
Yeah.
People need a media station. That people need an environment that they can be themselves and express
Yeah,
themselves
their thoughts.
to how they feel
Yeah.
in their country.
Not
Because
being cut off as
everywhere
soon
you
as.
go in America, you have talk shows that people go on and they express themselves,
you
how they
mean.
feel,
Oh, you
what they
mean.
want,
Yes.
and nobody vets with them. Nobody's supposed to be mad at you.
No, they
Everybody's
listen.
supposed to just listen to what you have to say. Because when they listen to you and Pine FM when they're talking and they want to talk when they talk and they talk all kind of manner of evil and say all kind of things that
Yeah.
don't make any sense half of the time. Half of the time you can't make 2 cents out of what they say. Half of the time you can't make 2 cents out of what they say.
No,
I hear you,
They're
I hear you.
supposed to be educated
That's
people
true.
who are supposed to lead this country. And half of the
Supposed
time
to
you
be
can't just
educated.
can't understand one
What-
thing.
what to go on?
They say you can't two things. You can't make one thing make two things. Never can happen.
Yeah.
Because what they're saying is just to suit themselves and their friends.
Yeah, got you. Got you.
Anybody else.
Got you.
Very
Got you.
much so. Very much so.
Hey, Andy, we're going to head out here right now, right? We want to do it one
Oh,
or two
brother.
other issues,
so
right?
you all be safe.
Yeah. Thank you for
Yes,
sticking
and I
around.
hope that your wife feel better.
Yeah, thank you for sticking around with us, man. I know it's 24 hours late, but better late than never.
All right, no problem. No
Take good
problem.
care of yourself,
And
Andy.
it's
Thank-
always so good to
Yeah,
hear
but
you.
we're
man.
back again at it Saturday at 2, right? We're not
Okay,
missing
no
a beat,
problem.
God willing. Take care of yourself, right?
Yes, God speed with you, my brother.
Yes, my
Okay,
brother. Bye
thanks
for
a
now.
lot, Andy.
Ready?
Yeah, buddy. Thanks a lot.
I'll call you up later.
Yes, I know you will. We
All right,
talk.
brother.
Okay, buddy.
Just share the life, man, and tell everybody, to subscribe to me, Via Bird the Third,
Well, I
on
am rallying
YouTube.
around, I have passed the numbers to a couple of people.
Good,
so,
good,
and I
good.
let them know it's Saturday time, so I don't. They
That's
will
right.
call me and tell me that I wasn't on Saturday, so
Yeah.
I will find who I'll call, and if they call, I'll let them know that.
Tell them to
you are on
subscribe.
Saturday.
Subscribe on YouTube to Via Bird the Third. That is where you get notice of the live when you're going live. Because like you missed this yesterday, we weren't able to go off. Whenever we go off, they will see us. You understand? But it's very important. But Andy, thank you for calling again, man. And
my brother.
we'll do this
Thank
again
you.
in another 6 days.
Okay, and thank you for listening.
Hey,
No
buddy,
problem,
buddy.
man.
Close
Thanks
the
for the
door,
conversation.
say.
Bye for now.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, Nelly, we're going to cut off in another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, a
right?
few minutes,
But
yeah.
What I just want to say to Antigua and Barbudan people can fight for you all. It seems like what you all want is just a job. A job to go and purchase some nice, clean clothes from whatever boutique so you can go and attend the fete.
Party.
But
Huh?
that is all you are resolved, that you all what
Can you
come
imagine?
down to now.
Yeah.
You are just there to make profit for somebody else.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
It is all about a party now.
Same
There's no
slavish
culture
mentality.
in
Same
our
slavish
emancipation.
Not at all.
There's
Not
no
at all.
culture in it. What you have in, you have wet shirt fet, you have lots of liquor, you have jeans fet, you
Can
have
you imagine?
farmers, you
Yeah.
have this and that and the. Where's the culture in all of this?
No, no.
What I'd like to say is that I love the family McCoos. They're down to earth people,
Oh, yes, yes.
right?
They've been my
Down to
neighbor.
earth people.
Yeah. They've been my
Very,
neighbors.
very, very, very good people.
They've been
right?
my neighbors. And I know
But what
them
about
well,
Gavin Christopher?
I understand.
What about Gavin Christopher?
Yeah,
His-
Marcus.
Marcus, the
So-
whole Senate and all that stuff. All those boys' contribution to culture,
That's right.
poems,
Yeah.
songs. If they don't even write for themselves, they write for
Show
all
that
other
they
people.
understood exactly what's happening.
Mm.
And they just
I
deprived-
saw Gavin about what? Before I went away for spring,
Uh-huh.
there was a walkathon up by school, St. Nicholas or whatever. And he was in the conversation with somebody else. It wasn't me. But whatever the conversation, I overheard, he got passionate. He said, boy, when it come to culture, boy, me just love for me culture.
Yeah,
like he
but
said,
really
boy,
that-
he want to put forward the best foot.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I am mentioning
That's what
his
it
name
is.
because I overheard what,
What
he
he
said
said.
to somebody else.
That's right.
And your marketing head said, boy,
Yeah.
when
Great
we hear
candidate.
when we hear about carnival and so me just clear the hell out. Nelly,
That's
me
right.
out in- see you,
You
see you
head
in
out.
September.
You head out, you head
He
out.
can't take them down in the nonsense. I would not
Oh, man.
disrespect my ancestors.
No, you can't
ever
do that. Can't do that. No.
by walking and dancing up in the street half naked, drunk, and probably having sex on some corner
With no purpose.
with no purpose.
No purpose.
Where is the reverence for the genocide,
Wow.
the suffering? Can you imagine that when you feel sick, you have a toothache, you go to a doctor. When they felt sick, they had to just grin and bear it and go and bail some more.
That's
hay,
right.
a cut,
Oh,
some
you
cane,
mean,
you know.
me tell you.
When you say, oh yeah, I'm upset, so you think you can make it out of bed today. Oh, how many days am I sick leave?
You don't have a
12
choice,
days.
you know.
You don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
Up
yeah.
to the 1930s,
Yep.
up at the factory, they used to have a man. After slavery,
Man.
they used to have a local man from Potters that used to beat the grown men and women that did not show up for work.
Can you imagine?
I'm not asking you, I'm from Potters. I'm not calling any names.
Hey.
I'm not calling any names. But up to the 1930s,
Yeah, man.
there was a
being
man
whipped.
from Potters that
People were being
he
whipped.
was designed by the overseer, the supervisor up at the factory, to beat the men and women that did not show up to work, whether they were sick, or whether they were just
For whatever reason,
flunking
you're
or
getting
sculling work,
blows.
you're getting blows because
You're
you're supposed to be
getting-
here at a certain point in time.
And
So
you're
let them
right.
talk about slavery. It ended in 1834. Up to 1930, black people still getting their ass cut up at that
You
factory.
better believe that.
I'm not asking you. My mother's people are from Potters. And you know what they used to say? They would the man friend, you know, they know the man and they come from the village.
Yeah,
and the
but-
man they say, boy, I have what, 12 or 13 children to feed.
Yeah,
if
sure.
I said no, all of them going to starve.
So I have to.
I
with you.
don't enjoy what I have to do,
you
but I
must do
damn
it.
well have to do it.
You must.
So
do
I'm
it.
just letting Antiguan people be aware that they talk about 1834
Oh,
and
Father help us.
August. It man are getting their ass cut. Grown men and women getting their ass cut. Just what?
Yeah.
That's about 80 something years ago.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
There are people alive that can talk about it and tell you what happened. Go and learn your culture. It's not all about just putting on a cowboy outfit.
Acha.
Then you sign out, right? I think we have
That's been
exhausted our episode
very
on this
much
issue.
so.
We wanted to bring in something, but Andy joined in and it was very entertaining.
That's
you know,
right.
And it was funny
Oh
as
yes, yes. Love it, love it. Andy, glad to hear from
Andy,
you, buddy.
anytime, man, anytime.
Glad to hear from you.
I enjoy the stimulation, the intellectual stimulation.
Very much so. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so happy to be here with you again today. We just glad to give you the scoop of what's going on, and we hope that you decide to do something about what you're hearing. Our ancestors must be turning in their grave right now as to see what's going on and what we have brought this thing to. And it's not a nice scenario. As we talked about, the generation, the younger generation, who doesn't even understand or care to understand what we are trying to talk to them, tell them about and all that. But we're not going to stop.
Never.
No way.
That's not an option.
Last breath. that's
Failure
what
is
it
not an
comes up.
option.
No way. You know, we need to bring this to what it's supposed to be, and we are determined that we are going to do this. So you stick with us, and as my host told you, next week, Saturday, yeah, we couldn't come on yesterday because of the circumstances beyond our control, but from next Saturday, we'll be here 2 o'clock, and please tune in, give you some more scoop as to what's really happening.
One more thing, please. All y'all by the sound of my voice, subscribe to Veer Bird III on YouTube. Like our page on Facebook, the Antigua Barbuda, the True Labour Party page. Like me or follow me on my own timeline, and you will be notified when we come again.
When we'll be on
But
there.
Antigua and Barbuda, please, just have a little respect. I mean, when you go in there and you're partying and anything, think about that you're here because somebody in your ancestors, one of your ancestors, several of their generation ancestors, were brutalized,
Yeah.
manipulated, and violated,
That's right.
and attempted genocide
Oh, yes.
on your race and your ethnicity.
Oh, boy.
Don't give away your culture, your history, your victories over colonialism. Don't give it away and make
That's what it is.
others organize for you, and you just celebrate. You're just a number. You're just a prophet. That's
Yes.
what that you are looked on as.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, until we come again, stay safe. We love you. We're liking the numbers that we're seeing because people are coming and listening to our podcast more and more every week.
Very much so.
Let us just take you out with Just Stitch. Here we go.
Yes.
I now don't turn back. And I gonna go straight
Take
forward
care.
to the
Bye
top
for now.
and to the very last drop. 'Cause I know